Coming up on Look Today, well, the Saratoga Performing Arts Center looks ahead for further collaboration within the community to foster relationships for the arts. I've got details. And Mike Insulo, the executive director of the Lake George Chamber of Commerce, announces his retirement. Plus, the Saratoga City Charter Review Commission releases its draft charter. I've got those details. It's all ahead on Look Today. Welcome everyone, I'm Jay Hood Jackson and this is Look Today. In tonight's program I sit down with Peter Martin. He's county supervisor for Saratoga Springs. He's here to discuss his background and candidacy for Commissioner of Public Safety. I also sit down with Nicole Casey. Now she's a community relations manager for Warren Washington Association for Mental Health, and we're joined by Logan Beth Fisher. She's a director of an upcoming play titled Come As You Are. We discuss the importance of talking about mental health and the upcoming play that's happening on April 8th. Plus, we've got your weather for the Tri-North counties. But first, these headline stories. Well, in our lead story, the Saratoga Performing Arts Center is looking ahead for further collaborations within the community. Now, recently, the center held a dance residency within the Ballston Spa School District. Now, the program, under the leadership of Dennis Mensch, the Director of Youth Arts Education for the center, was a huge success. Well, we spoke to Dennis about the expansion of this program into the community.
We just finished a very successful residency at Malta Ave Elementary School. They were such fantastic partners for this pilot program, and I definitely wanted to give them the opportunity to expand it into the other schools. So we're hopefully going to be going to more Ballston Spa schools next year, and then we will open it up to other schools beyond that. So we're looking at expanding it, but in a way that we can still keep the quality and the incredible nature of the program.
A lot of very exciting news coming out of the center. In other news, well, Mike Insulo, the executive director of the Lake George Chamber of Commerce, has announced he will retire, and this will happen at the end of September. After 7 years as the Chamber's leader, he has successfully bolstered tourism within Lake George. Well, we spoke to Mike about his tenure as executive director.
I've been very proud of the fact that, most importantly, is I've been able to work with a wonderful staff and to be able to increase that staff, which even makes it more dynamic. We've been able to grow the membership, which is certainly in a membership organization, that's what you have to do. You have to keep those members coming in and doing wonderful things for them and for us as well.
Congratulations, Michael. All right, switching from news to weather. Well, today saw warmer temperatures, but we had plenty of rain. Let's see how the week is shaping up. For a more detailed look at our weather, let's head to the Glens Falls Weather Center for a look at your first forecast.
Well, thanks, Jesse. Hope everybody had a good weekend and we dodged some of those pesky showers that we're going to continue to see move out across the Northeast over the next several hours. As we continue on for the rest of the daytime, we've seen this warm front swinging by up to our north. Now this next system right now kind of stalled out across the Great Lakes region just off to our west. Begins to move back our way. We'll see some more showers and thunderstorms, the heaviest of which will stay off to our south, could generate some severe weather, in fact, across portions of the mid-south and southeast over the next 24 hours. But those showers we saw earlier moving back out, we're going to see this next system getting a kick in our direction, but we'll stay pretty mild overnight. That's the good news for us. Temperatures in the upper 30s, patchy fog, mostly cloudy skies. We'll be watching the chance of rain back with us tomorrow. Now, it's not going to be huge, heavy downpours, but some isolated showers here and there with the bulk of the heavier wet weather well off to our south. High 54 degrees for the afternoon hours, and out the door we'll see temperatures coming up quickly towards the 40-degree mark. Overcast skies. We should see those showers coming in slightly after the morning commute with maybe a few sprinkles as we head out the door tomorrow morning. Over the next couple days, once we get rid of those showers on Tuesday, be back to the sunshine on Wednesday and Thursday. Temperatures in the upper 40s, and then better rain chances. Some heavier rain, in fact, right now scheduled to move back our way for Friday and Saturday, with temperatures still right there in the mid-40s. Overnight lows in the upper 20s and low 30s for much of the week. Well, that's it from the Weather Center. Now let's get back to you, Jesse.
Well, thanks, Bran. Son, we'll be back on Wednesday. Back to the news. Well, the Saratoga City Charter Review Commission has officially announced its draft charter. After 10 months, interviews, hearings, surveys, and data collection, the commission released its charter along with the changes they're recommending. Now, the proposed charter would change Saratoga's commission form of government to a mayor-council form. Now, this means an increase from 5 to 7 members in the city council. Now, as we told you last week, there will be a public meeting held at the Saratoga Public Library this Wednesday at 7 p.m. Well, we spoke to Barb Thomas. She's a commission member about how the public can get involved in the process of making changes to this draft.
This has been a very long and open process all along, but we do want to hear more. There's always a public comment period before the Charter Commission meetings, and those are announced on the city website and also the Charter Commission website.
Up next, I sit down with Peter Martin. Now, he's a county supervisor for Saratoga Springs. He's here to discuss his background and candidacy for Commissioner of Public Safety in Saratoga. I also sit down with Nicole Casey. Now, she's a Community Relations Manager for Warren Washington Association for Mental Health. And we're joined by Logan Beth Fisher. She's a director of an upcoming play titled Come As You Are. And we discuss the importance of talking about mental health and the upcoming play that's happening on April 8th. But first, if you see news happening, you want to share a story idea, how about join us for an interview? Then give us a call on the hotline. The number is 798-8000. Well, that's all the time we have for this edition of Look Today. Well, it's Monday, so we look ahead. We got some interesting things coming up this week. Another installment of Look at Seniors. That's coming up. Interviews with Saratoga Tour de Cure, the Dance Alliance, folk music, Dan Begrin, you might remember him, he's been on the program before. Youth Squared is coming in for an interview. Very interesting group about how to get youth involved in the community. The Rotary 5K is coming in for an interview. We will be covering the Saratoga Charter Review Commission meeting at the library on Wednesday. And just a quick look out to Jonathan Newell. They had a very successful opening for the Strand on Friday night. And Bands and Beans in Lake Luzerne had over 800 people. We'll have more details on that tomorrow. Tonight on Look TV, it's Beyond the Headlines and new episodes of Tracks. And don't forget, tune in tomorrow night for the stories that matter to you. Good night, everyone.